Hi folks, it's William with Quarantine Studio, here once again in the studio. And today I have with me Lady Death. Now this is the actual finished production piece. This is just one of the 800 and some odd that we produced. We wanted to pull a production piece here and show it to you, not so much as an out-of-the-box review type of thing. You've already seen the kit, but we're having some questions about, fitting problems, maybe getting the Lady Death statue to actually sit on the base, and I think I know what the problem is. So let's walk through setting up a Lady Death statue. Once you take this out, the statue, or the base, I should say, of the statue, has this large slot right here in the top. Now that is for her back foot, and a lot of people think, oh, well, that's an easy target, that's what I'm going to go for first. But if you pay close attention, there's a small hole up here closer to the front. So the small hole is the front of the statue. And in her front foot, which is going to be her right foot, she's stepping forward, there's a pin. And I think that's where people are running into an issue. They're trying to maybe lock up this pin, larger pin first, and that's throwing it off for the smaller pin. So let me show you how this is done. I'm going to put the small pin towards the camera, so you can see that, and then I'm going to grab Lady Death. Now another thing that I think a lot of people are doing is they're maybe putting the fingers in first. You can, I generally don't, because it tends to get in the way. The fingers brush right up against the cape, and I think that can cause a little bit of issues when you're trying to fit her in there. So don't do that. Put her on first, then put the fingers in afterwards. Let me grab her out of here. Here we go. All right, take that paper off. So this is what I was talking about. On her back foot, it's her left foot, there's this large blade of a pin, okay? And then there's, on her right foot, the forward-facing foot, there's a smaller metal pin. And what happens is, a lot of times, this metal pin gets some overspray of paint. And so what you could do is you could take maybe the back of a blade of a knife maybe and kind of rake that off, maybe a fingernail file, whatever, maybe rake some of that stuff off. I think that's what's happening to a lot of people, is there's just a little extra coat of paint there, and so it could be conflicting with. But the other thing to do is get that front pin lined up first. So I'm going to find that hole. It's right here on the front, and I want to get that front pin lined up first, okay? And then I'm going to roll her back on her back foot so that that other pin lines in. And then I'm just going to kind of rock her back and forth a little bit, and she will go right in there. When you first look at this statue and you're putting this together, I think it's really easy to tilt the statue back a little bit, and that's going to cause a problem because that's going to throw off the alignment of this front pin. So get that front pin in place first, because it has to be perfectly vertical. And once you get it going and it's perfectly vertical, she will just slide right in place, my friends, and that's it. She is done. You can get the fingers out now and start applying those. So slide the little fingers in here. They're with little magnets, so they will just snap right into place. There we go. And if I'm going in the box here, so I started with this, the finger to the leftmost first. Leftmost, closest to the base. That is actually the pinky finger. The next finger that's in there, let's see, that one is going to be, I believe that is the middle finger. And I'm going to turn this around so you can see that. So that's the middle finger. The next finger looks like it is the ring finger to me. Yep. And then the next finger is going to be the index finger. Perfect. And then finally, we have the thumb. And you'll know the thumb because it's the straightest one of all of them. And then it's just going to slide in right there. Just like so. No fuss, no muss, and there she is. All on her statue, ready for display. So I hope this helps. Like I said, we had some concerns about how do I get her to fit onto the base. And like I said, I think the main thing there is getting that front pin located first. Get that in place, and she's going to tilt forward a little bit, but then as she comes on down, as long as you're bringing that pin straight down, she should just drop right in. If you're having a problem with that front pin fitting, it could be there's an extra coat of paint on it. Just get that paint off of there with like a fingernail file, or maybe scrape it off with the back of an X-Acto blade or something like that, and it should work just fine. I hope that helps. I hope you enjoy the statue. We had a lot of fun bringing this to the market. It's been a great seller for us, and she's not going to be the only one. So be sure to watch out for more coming from Quarantine Studio, and of course from the fine folks there at Coffin Comics. We'll see you next time.